Out here at the Southard Cemetery on Slate Lick Road. And sad to report that this one's growing up. I think the cemetery people have put a sign up right here. Due to the lack of donations, we cannot mow the cemetery. You will be responsible for your own lot. And you see this area right in here has been mowed, but the vast majority of the cemetery is growing up. Now this isn't one example of one of several cemeteries that was always kept mowed by the Laurel County Jail Work Release Program. Well, they're not doing it anymore. This is a sad, sad situation. I mean, this is an older cemetery that's got a lot of modern burials in it. This is not an old, forgotten place. There are families here in Laurel County with loved ones here. But, geez, you can just see the effects of the growth. The grass is 3 feet high in places. Where you at there, Jailer Mosley in the Work Release Program? You used to mow this one. What's up with that? Maybe it's not an election year. One of the best things that the Laurel County Jail did was the Work Release Program. They mowed a number of cemeteries around the county. It don't take long to be forgotten. I don't know what the future of cemeteries holds. I really, truly don't. I've often said that government is going to have to step up and take over, or they're going to be lost and abandoned and forgotten. The only ones that stand a chance are the perpetual care cemeteries that are owned by government. Here in Laurel County, there are 3 that I know of. Breastworks, McKee, and A.R. Dyke that are owned by the City of London and maintained by the City of London. But so many little family cemeteries, even church cemeteries, can be forgotten about. I've seen church cemeteries right here in this county where the church folded and the cemeteries are now going unkept. There are numerous family cemeteries that are being forgotten about, abandoned, unmowed, uncared for. This one was always so well maintained, and the Work Release kept it mowed for the longest time. This big 10-foot obelisk stone right here being taken over. Benjamin Franklin once said, "Show me your cemeteries, and I'll show you the character of your community." The family member showed up to mow around his people's graves. By the way the crow flies, if you went across that mountain over there back toward Laurel Road, Boone's Trace tracked through here. So there was probably a pioneer settlement not far from where the cemetery is. Alice Moore is the first grave here at the cemetery, and Alice died in 1845. She was born in 1815. Very likely her family came in here, early pioneer settlers. Laurel County didn't become a county until 1825, when Alice was 10 years old. She's the first grave here, but there are a lot of old pioneer graves here at the Southard Cemetery. A bunch of them. This one here, almost forgotten by time, kicked away a little bit of the dirt. This individual was born in 1800. Sad the shape that a cemetery can get in. This right here would be a fairly easy fix. Level that bottom base, level that piece, and set that one back on top of it. Get the gravel base under there and it's good to go. But it's sad to see cemeteries just completely forgotten about. There are at least 7 Civil War guys here. I've counted 7. May have missed a couple. Here's one. Need to come out here and clean these guys. There are 2 more right over here. This little blocked in area. There's one right there. And that guy over there is Spanish-American War. That one there in the middle. I don't know what's going on with the county jail work release program, but certainly one of the most important things they did was the care, mowing, and weed eating of cemeteries. And this is one they used to do for sure. It's not being done no more. Grass doesn't grow real high underneath these trees. But as soon as you get out from the grass or into the sunshine, you're growing just fine. So many names of people that I know. A lot of people remember Hazel Banks. Hazel had a sandwich shop in London. Her husband, Edison, was a teacher. Another Civil War guy there. I hope maybe this video will interest some of the ancestors still living. Try to get something done here. Bring some care back to the Southern Cemetery. Here's the problem with that. There are hundreds of graves here that have no ownership. They have no living ancestors. They have no living relatives. When you're responsible for your own lot, speaking to the living, speaking to the ones who have living ancestors. Many, many of the graves here have no living ancestors. Or families who moved far away long ago probably don't even know they have ancestors buried here. I don't know. Another Civil War boy. It's just sad. Ed Johnson, that's TJ's dad. TJ's dad and grandparents. He obviously is coming out taking care of his people because he's able to do that. Appreciate him doing that. His relatives. So many that have no one to come out here and care for the graves. There was a time when entire communities would do this. Churches would do this. What are churches doing? They put a sign up out front that says, "Come see us." That's what churches are doing. I'd rather see a sermon than hear one any day. What's the community doing? Jeez, man. I mow a cemetery in London. Don't have any relatives in it. But I'm trying to get my great grandfather's cemetery cleaned up. It's landlocked, doesn't have a road to it. Been working on that for a while. I'm trying anyway. We need more people to get out here and give a hoot. More people to try, more people to care. These people are dead. What difference does it make? I've heard that said before. It's all about your attitude. We live in a pretty strange country. Very strange world. Seems like respect for cemeteries is at an all-time low. I don't know. You never can tell when a movement will jump up out of nowhere. A movement of the people. But I believe government's going to have to step up and take care of these old cemeteries. Because I don't know where they're going to be in another 100 years. This cemetery just, I remember it just kind of keeps on going. Back up through here. Got a real narrow section right comes through here back out to the main cemetery. What does this say about us as a society, as a community, as a county, as a state? This is not isolated, folks. They're everywhere. Guess we need to start talking about it.